Hi, today I'm going to tell you about the 3-day military diet. Now, you might not have heard of it, but it's a diet that's supposed to help you lose up to like 10 pounds in 3 days. Now, that's kind of debatable. I think that part of it is how much you actually weigh to begin with, how much weight you have to lose, what your normal calorie intake is, and also if after the 3 days you continue to do kind of a low calorie diet for the rest of the week. I can see where losing 10 pounds in a week would be possible. So I tried this diet, and when I first started this diet, I thought, okay, military diet. I was in the military, I was in the Army, and I don't remember anything about any military diet. And so there's kind of some debate as to where this military diet actually came from or comes from. Some people say that it's a diet that they recommend for recruits going into the military to use, which I could see that as a possibility. And others say you have to be military strong in order to stick to this diet, and I can definitely say that. Okay, so let me tell you what I found on this diet. First of all, let's look at what the diet entails. The diet is a 3-day plan. So you just follow the diet for 3 days, which sounds easy enough. And for me, it wasn't really too hard because a lot of the foods that are incorporated in the diet are foods that I normally eat anyways. So the first day, your diet is you have 3 meals. And so you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for breakfast, you have half of a grapefruit, a slice of toast, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and then the drinks are coffee or tea, and you do want it to have caffeine in it because you want that to give you your extra energy that you might kind of lose out on with all the extra foods. For lunch, you have a half a cup of tuna, a slice of toast, and then again your drink, which you could also have water as well. I find that the hot coffee and the hot tea kind of help with some of the hunger pains that you might be feeling, so that's just kind of a good thing to kind of help you out. And then for dinner on the first day, you have 3 ounces of any type of meat, a cup of green beans, a half a banana, a small apple, and then a cup of vanilla ice cream. Now, for me, some of these meals were a little bit too much, and so I was able to kind of use those meals, like, let's say for breakfast I had the toast with peanut butter, then maybe a mid-morning snack I could use the grapefruit. So you can kind of change it up that way. You're really looking at the overall calories of the day and really trying to stick to this diet the best that you can. On the second day, you have an egg and a slice of toast and half a banana for breakfast. Then for lunch, you have a cup of cottage cheese, a hard-boiled egg, or really however you want to cook it, and then 5 saltine crackers. And I have to say that the cottage cheese was one of the hardest parts of the diet for me. And the reason is I think that when I do eat cottage cheese, which isn't that often, but when I do, I usually buy the small curd, and I think this was the larger curd, and it was kind of milky, and it just didn't, I couldn't even finish it. It didn't work for me. But you can substitute the cottage cheese for a slice of cheese. I actually like the cheese sticks, and the calorie count was about the same. So whichever you prefer. And then for dinner, 2 hot dogs without the bun. And I actually like the beef Hebrew hot dogs. Those are really good. And then a cup of broccoli, a half a cup of carrots, a half a banana, and a half a cup of ice cream, vanilla ice cream. And then, so for me, I liked keeping the banana and the ice cream as kind of a meal or a snack for later in the evening. So that's the second day. On the third day, you have 5 saltine crackers and a slice of cheese and a small apple. And I gotta say that the third day, as far as feeling hunger pains and stuff, that was probably the hardest day because the calories are even lower than the other 2 days. There's really just not much food there. So again, sticking with that hot coffee and hot tea really did help with that. And a lot of people will complain about not having the energy or feeling a little bit nauseous. And I didn't really have a problem with the energy level, but I did feel a little bit off. I guess nauseous would be the best way of saying it. And I usually take ginger pills anytime my stomach doesn't feel right anyway, so that kind of helped with that overall feeling. So for lunch, you have a hard-boiled egg, or again, however you want to cook it, and a slice of toast. And then for dinner, it's a cup of tuna, a half a banana, and a cup of vanilla ice cream. Now, those really just do not go well in my mind together. So I, again, kept the half of banana and the vanilla ice cream for like a dessert or later as a meal. And then for the tuna, by the third day, I was kind of catching on. And so I kind of warmed up my tuna, added a little bit of seasoning, and added a little bit of lemon juice. So anything that you can add to spice it up that basically has 0 calories is an okay thing to do as part of the diet. So that was the overall menu for the 3 days. So again, the 2 hardest parts for me, I would say, would be the tuna and the cottage cheese, but I'm kind of learned to work around that. And then the last thing that was kind of hard was that there were so few calories. And so by the 3rd day, the thing that kept me going was that basically I knew that my diet was going to be over the next day, so why blow it at that point? Okay, so the big question is, did I lose any weight? Now you got to realize it's really hard for me to lose weight. Being retired and older in age, it's really hard to lose any weight at all. It's really, really easy for me to gain weight, but losing it's almost impossible. And all diets kind of stink, so was this one any easier or harder or better than any of the others? Probably not as far as, you know, being hungry and not getting to eat a whole bunch of extra food, but losing weight, I lost 3 pounds. So for me, that was a big hurrah, because I would have really been happy with even just a half a pound. Because again, it's just so hard for me to lose weight. I think that if I tried this diet again, I probably wouldn't even be able to lose those 3 pounds, but because of course the lower you are in weight, the harder it's going to be for you to lose the weight. But I would be able to use this as a tool for maintaining the weight loss. So I really am happy with that. So try this diet if you think it will work for you. I mean, 3 days, what do you have to lose? And I hope that this video helped you. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos, and thanks for watching.